Hello, how's everybody doing today? I'm good, thank you. Just getting on here to pull our daily oracle card for our collective consciousness. I'm going to tap into the higher self in our collective and see what kind of guidance do we need. It's fun. I like bringing a positive message to you because it's really important to stay in that positive place. And so I know that it can be challenging with our everyday life, being in this human 3D place. So it's really important to stay focused on being positive and keeping negativity out of your space, because it can create blocks and all sorts of things. It can create ailments in the body, it can create dysfunctions and depression. So we want to retrain ourselves out of that because we have lived in a dimensional space where we have been kind of fed negativity about ourselves, about where we live. We've just been fed negativity, what we eat, what's the right thing we should eat, where should we live, what's the best place, how do we take care of our bodies? Oh, you're this, you're that. It really, we've had to live in a hard kind of place. I know my job has always been to stay positive no matter what. And I know that we can persevere and have that inner strength and push through anything that we're going through. And we can actually transform our whole personal space, our whole life through just changing our thoughts. And I really got into, and that's my specialty. So I do intuitive readings. My friend has called me the Akashic Records librarian, tapping into all that is. And so I can see energies in your personal space, in your own energy field, your Akashic Records, and especially in the body. So that was, I was really into like this many years ago of the mental causes of the physical ailments. And so I'm able to go in and kind of see in someone's body where there's blockages and where we need to release energy to create just a healthier life, happier life. And so I'm going to focus on that today, is what kind of, and I'm going to ask our higher self in the collective, because that was coming through to kind of touch on, is how is your health? So I like not only, I'm an herbalist, and I believe in eating really good and taking the right herbs, and doing a natural approach and positive affirmations as well to raise our frequency so that we actually don't get the ailments in our body. Because my guides have told me that a long time ago, that it is frequency that we allow anything into the body, and that is through our thoughts. And many years ago, I had found the Louise Hay book, How to Heal Your Body from A through Z, the mental causes of physical ailments. And I was like, oh my God, because I had already gotten messages of like, it's our thoughts are super powerful. So when we're taking care of our body physically and mentally and spiritually, that will automatically raise our frequency into a space where the ailments don't exist. So I'm going to ask our higher self, what kind of message can we get to help us on that, on that journey to clear negative thoughts, to live in a healthier, just to live healthier. And so I know we all are striving to do that. And we can be confused with the life that we're living in, this timeline through, coffee was bad for you like 10 years ago, and now it's really good for you, and now it's back bad for you. It's like all sorts of different, this is healthy for you, now it's not. So the most important thing is use your own intuition. Really work with your higher self. How does something make you feel in your body? And what are you going to do to heal that out? If you like drinking coffee like I do, I feel like it's healthy for my body, and that's where my mind is. And I put a bunch of yummy superfoods in it. But what does your guidance tell you? So that's important. So I'm picking, holy moly. So I'm picking a card, and there's this one card that keeps popping out at me, but I'm going to pick another one because I just did another video, and I already picked this card. So this is Stargate heart chakra, opening, unlocking generosity. So we want to be in our heart chakra. So that's really important with those positive affirmations that I was talking about. Keep the negative thoughts out, but also drop into your heart space, so you're not so much in your head, and you're operating in your heart space through love. That's like the highest form frequency is the unconditional love, in that like 0 point neutral place where we're just being in this now moment. And so that's really amazing. And I'm going to pick another card. So that's the higher self really wanted us to know that. And so what else? Here we go. Do we need to know, like, how to keep ourselves aligned and healthy and in a really good space? Orion activation, supernova, recreation, renewal, rebirthed by light. That is so beautiful. Okay, sorry. Wow, look at that. So what is the Orion activation? So that's what we're going through too. So not only everything that I just said, we're literally, when we do that, when we go into a more positive space and we clear things out of our life and we get to that neutral place and that in our heart space, we're activating our memories that we came in not really remembering. And I just did a video on activating our ancient wisdom. And so through all of the work that you've been doing, you're also going to activate DNA, cellular memory on how we originally are supposed to be in these bodies, which is healthy. I don't feel like in the higher frequencies, because we came in, there's been a dense frequency, lower frequency that we were taught and told to be in. And we're learning to raise out of that dense frequency into a higher frequency. And I feel like that's our original place where there is no disease or ailments in that higher frequency. So Orion activation, let's see what Kyle Gray has to say here. And this deck, Gateway of Light activation, I just love. It looks similar to that picture, but it's different gateway, but it's just, they're so powerful. Okay, Orion activation, I believe it's alphabet M-O-S-N-O-P. Oh, here we go. It must be the next one. Okay, here we go. Orion activation. Orion is one of the best known constellations in the night sky. The name is Greek for hunter, and its stars can be seen as a figure with a sword accompanied by a dog, Sirius. At the center of the constellation, 3 stars, Alnitak, Al-Nilam, I might be pronouncing that right, and Mintaka, appear in a belt-like formation. Orion's belt. To the south of Orion's belt, there's a nebula that has revealed much about how stars and planetary systems are formed. The best way to describe this space is as a star nursery. During a star's last evolutionary stages, it explodes into a supernova. I think that's what we're doing in 2024. We're gonna all explode into supernovas. I love this, which provides the perfect space for a new star to be born. The Orion constellation is home to a number of high beings, many of whom are dedicated to the evolution of our planet. Even though the idea of the constellation being a hunter may make it seem highly masculine, its energies are in fact similar to those of the Lemurians. Wow, that's amazing. Because that's my, original life, my very first life here. Or second, sorry. My first one was when I was a dragon. Anyways, so my second life was in Lemuria. And its inhabitants, therefore, honor all beings. The beings of Orion are, in fact, sacred space holders who help all of those with star power and star potential to make the changes required to become the most ascended and aware form of themselves. So I really feel like that's what we're doing in 2024. We're going through a great shift, and it's amazing, and it's happening within. So it's never without. It's always the inward journey within. And when you change yourself within and explode into that supernova, you'll see your own reality shift into just amazingness. Okay, the message. All of your fears and setbacks are being stripped from your energy now. Perfect. Let go of any fear that you have. It's hard, I know, because throughout the years, that's something that I've had to work on is fear on a level. And it wasn't even a specific fear. It was just this kind of like feeling that something wasn't right, which I think now I know what it was. But it was continually just releasing it. Release the fear, because it just doesn't do any good. It doesn't serve nothing. So let's see, stripped free energy now. It is essential for your old way of being to fall away and for you to go through a process of renewal in order to move forward. The old stories of your life aren't yours to live out or live up to. That is 100%. You are far greater than these limiting experiences. The beings of Orion are surrounding you now, and they see you as one of them. Someone who has been born with the knowledge that they can live with great purpose and make a real difference to the world, whether on a global scale or in a particular corner of the planet. When you draw this card, you are being reminded that you have infinite star potential. Beautiful. So that, let's see. Yeah, so that is beautiful. So we want to release any fear. We want to be aware of what we're putting into our bodies. That's why I love doing the herbs. And I just, this is renewal, rebirthed by light. So when we do that, when we do take care of our body, and I said this a long time ago, it's like a 3-legged stool. I know it's an old concept, but this was what my guides told me, a 3-legged stool, your spirituality, your emotional being, and your physical. And if we don't have all 3 of those thriving and one isn't, the stool falls over. So we have to be super aware of the holistic approach being in this space. So it is important what we think. It's important what we put in our body. And it's important that we stay emotionally grounded, and spiritually. So hopefully that was helpful. I could probably go on and on. That is something in my chart that my friend makes fun of me all the time. I forgot what it was, that I could just go on and on. But I love you, and I will see you next time when I get on again and pull our daily oracle. All right, bye for now.